to show you guys this really dope website called jerseyplug.com. This website pretty much sells cheap NBA jerseys, and I copped a few just a couple weeks ago, and I always get asked how they're so cheap. If you guys want to take a look at the...
Also, 6 for 8 from the foul line. Irving 4 for 4. They're the only 2 guys who have attempted a foul shot in this game.
Wow, Hughie. Let's go courtside to Cassidy.
Thanks, Mark. I just spoke with Brad Stevens at the half, and he said he liked the Celtics' control in...
And then playing Division II professional basketball in Greece. And then drafted in the middle of the first round, 15th pick in 2013. To where he is now, one of the faces of the league. Kyrie from deep. Halfway down and out. And a chance for the Bucks to take the lead. Bledsoe got a rip.
Great steal by Tatum.
2-on-1. Tatum closed the...
Knew that he was being run down by Giannis behind him.
Yeah, you could feel him coming.
Right.
2-point Boston lead just underway here in the third quarter. Mirotic on the wing. He gets the start again for the second consecutive game. Had 8 in the first half. Giannis wheeling over Horford and rebounded by Mook.
See, Al played him well, played him physical, and then did not allow him to get close when he made that spin move.
Morris over to Horford.
Plenty of time, man. Plenty of time.
Tatum a long 2 step back is butter.
It's nice to see him now involved. He's had a good night. He's 6 for 9 from the floor tonight. So it's good to see him in the operation. Makes everything smooth.
Hey, Mirotic says, I can shoot it too, Jason Tatum. Hey, right over the top of him to make it a 1-point game.
Just think of it now. After game 1, all right, this was the big move. Mirotic at forward, and then putting Middleton at the 2 guard.
Now you look at Milwaukee, they are a long team on that starting 5, and what a crossover by Irving. A long 2 is good. Lead at 3. Middleton in rhythm from deep, and 1! That's a deep 3. Bledsoe kept it alive, back out to Lopez. The big guy put it on the deck, and an impressive finish.
Now listen, give him credit there. He intercepted that ball before Horford, and then took it strong. You love that when guys go that strong to the hole.
Wonderfully eye-opening plays here in the third quarter. Irving's got a mismatch against Lopez, trying to chase him around on the perimeter. Pulls a deep 3.
So
with the
you'll give him that one every time. I mean, that was deep, underlined in red.
And the Bucks have taken the lead. Giannis Antetokounmpo with the move and layup.
The action here tonight has been very quick in exchanging from one side of the floor to the other. It's been excellent.
We have 2 of the best finishers in the game, in Antetokounmpo and Kyrie Irving. Morris with a nice move.
The family while this game was going on, and they'll probably take his phone away from him and not let him follow the game live. Then after, they'll tell him the score, and you can watch the game after knowing the final outcome. That way, he'll be a little less stressed while watching it, guys.
Cassidy Tatum with the steal and the room service at the other end. Yeah, we want to send out our prayers to Danny for a speedy recovery and a full restoration to robust health. Good friend of ours. And very close with each of the players on the team. We feel his absence here tonight.
Well, Danny with 2 rings in the 80s back there with the...
He's having a great game, Coach. He's 7 of 10 from the field, 16 points.
Well, a lot of people, I just want to say this about Danny Ainge, an incredible athlete, great golfer, but more important, NBA player, and then also to the game. Now, in this series, just think about it. He's averaging 14 foul shots. He's 8 for 12 tonight. He's already 12, and we still have a quarter and a half to go.
Boston by a bucket, and Kyrie.
Now, this stat is incredible. The first team for Boston has shot and scored 73 points. The bench 3. Wow. Now, they're shooting a very high percentage as a unit, doing a terrific job.
Tatum matched up against Antetokounmpo. Took 1 step out. 2-point Celtic lead. 6 minutes to go in the third. The third quarter has been the deciding quarter in each of these games so far. Tights blocked.
Great pass down inside, and then a terrific block.
Ilyasova.
Well, that's what he's here for. He's here to be on the perimeter, stretch the defense, good defender, good rebounder. Just think of he and Bellinelli last year with Philadelphia. Fantastic off the bench.
Jason Tatum with the three. Left it on the front rim. Here's Middleton. Antetokounmpo in attack mode. Contact, and that's...
All right, as before, he hands the ball, not saying anything. But the big thing there is when Giannis made the move into the middle, he lost body control.
Tatum to a wide-open Oakley. Made the last one. And makes it 2 in a row. Off the bench. Maybe that's the guy they're looking for the spark.
Well, come on. You talk about a great move by a coaching staff. This is a terrific move at this time.
They brought him in a little bit earlier tonight in the first quarter. Connaughton. Ilyasova with the offensive rebound. Knocked out of bounds. And it's Bucks ball.
Now, if you're playing now, you have got to say this game is being refereed like game 2. There's a lot of body contact here right now. There was body contact there. So you can't complain now. Just don't complain and get a technical. Because it's at both ends.
Middleton missed the baseline mid-range jumper. And Tatum back the other way. Tatum was 16 tonight. Here with a height advantage on George Hill. Little jab step. Tough fadeaway. Maybe a little too much that time.
Well, there's too much size under there for Tice with Lopez and Ilyasova.
And Ojale going to be called on the foul as Middleton took it. Went through so pure, the net barely moved.
Well, you see now Middleton's starting to move. You have to be careful with him now. Now he's 4 for 9 from the floor. The shots are starting to come his way.
13 points in the game for him. Milwaukee leading by 4. Hayward. And one and done. Connaughton with the rebound. Up to Hill. Antetokounmpo on the bench. His Bucks have gone up by 4. Hill pops open for 3 off the screen.
Now,
the lead is up to 7.
Listen, this is big. George Hill has 11. Connaughton has 11. And between them, they are 9 for 13 off the bench.
8-0 run. Morris a little out of control. And that's going to be a foul against the Bucks. George Hill whistled. It's the largest lead of the game at 7 points for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo comes back in along with Bledsoe.
Well, they got to give Middleton a blow here along with Lopez. 2:26 to go plus the time between the quarters, and then you can put him back. But Connaughton and Hill have come in big, and then you got Ilyasova very quietly doing his thing.
Keep in mind, folks, the Milwaukee Bucks lost home court advantage in Game 1, but win here tonight, they get it back. And Malcolm Brogdon seems to be on the cusp of coming back sometime in the somewhat near future. Hasn't been cleared, but has been back on the court and a little bit more active than he had been. Irving missing from the baseline.
Yeah, good double team. That time, in no way with Giannis could he go to the basket.
George Hill fouled on the drive. Doing some on-court activities, hoping to get back on the floor soon. George Hill into
wow,
with those young legs.
Hey, let me tell you. That's the quickest I've seen him in a couple of years go that take you from the top of that three-point line. Usually, you know, he'll change speeds. But this, he blows right by here. He's determined to go. Strong move.
Got some latest.
They were 27-14 on the road this year, one of the best in the league. Plus, they had a split here in Boston. They won the series, 2 out of 3, but they split here.
Ilyasova off the great dime, and he couldn't cash.
Good pass by Mirotic. He created it all. Yeah. And then there's a player missing from Milwaukee called Malcolm Brogdon. All he did was average 15 points a game and become the 8th player only to shoot over 50 from the field, over 40 in threes, and over 90 on the line.
That's going to be a travel, coach, against Giannis. There's a look at Brogdon.
Well, good defense. Depends upon whether you think he got grabbed or not. I just want to bring that point about Brogdon. He's a key. He's your 2 guard at 6'4", excellent scorer, and a high percentage shooter. They're missing him.
Yeah, suffered a partial plantar fasciitis tear.
Be smart here if you're Milwaukee. Make sure that you milk that clock.
About a 3-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Giannis out front for the Bucks. Lopez going to set the screen.
Whoa, there's a hard foul.
Lopez pops for the three. Good rotation. Good scramble defense by the Celtics. And